Hi viewers, today I'm going to be talking about how to troubleshoot and fix some of the sounds that could be associated with the actuator of your HVAC system. So basically, to get started, there are three basic sounds, or two basically. First is, so you would need to turn on your ignition. So typically, if you turn on your ignition and you hear like sounds of as if you have bubbling water, more like bubbles coming from behind your instrument cluster, then that's typically associated with the air mix, the actuator of the air mix control for the AC system. So, and I'm going to I've already done the fix on this vehicle, so I'm not essentially going to be covering that today. But what I want to cover is actually so if I turn on, the problem I'm having currently is that the actuator for the mode door for the actuator that controls the recirculation function is a bit sticky, so you would hear this sound. Exactly. So that sound that you just heard seems to happen more when you go off recirculation. So let me try it one more time. Exactly. So that sound, that's what I want to fix. So, and I'll show you how to do that. So I might as well cover that the other actuator there that may also cause sounds like this is the one for the actuator for the mode, the AC mode control. So if I switch from this from ventilation, more like to my face, if I want to get the air to, let's say, to my feet. So if you press this and you also hear some sound that is akin to the one that you just heard for the recirculation motor, then your problem is with actually a different actuator, but I'm going to show you where that actuator is. And one good reason why you should actually get this fixed is because if you continue to allow this level of friction on the actuator, you're going to stress out the motor, and at the end of the day what will happen is that the actuator will die. So to get started, both the actuators for the recirculation and mode control of the HVAC system, they are both located behind your glove box. So first of all, you remove this clip, push that back. Then next is this is in one of those awkward conditions where I would have to, I can't really use my camera stand, so apologies, but I'll talk you through what I want to do. So you basically have to depress this wall and this at the same time, and then this will drop loose. Okay, so I've already done the one for the other side, so, and that drops loose. This is the actuator for the mode control. So I've worked on that previously. That's why it used to make sounds before, but it's no longer making sounds. And basically this is just due to friction. You basically need to lubricate the, take it apart and lubricate the, the wheels, the gears, more or less. So that's the one for the mode door. The one we need to work on is so it's this one right here. So that's the one for the recirculation motor. So basically it's held by, I think, 4 screws. Hold on, let me see if I can get this to focus. Okay, cool. So that's the first screw. There's another one to the end, and a few others here. You might not see them on this video because this is okay. So that's another one, because this is a bit difficult to, it's a difficult area to film in. But basically you need to disconnect this green tab, which I'm going to do anyways. So that done, and then take these other screws off. So let me get to work. So just an important point to note in terms of tools, you probably need like a stubby, screwdriver as short as this, so that you'll be able to like here, this is the first screw, so that you'll be able to have the little room you need to take this out, so you can see the screw is coming out. So once all the screws are out, it comes out. So just to also note that from where that came out, so it has this piece you're seeing here goes into this white thing. So you can see that's all gunked up. That will need to be cleaned and lubricated as well. That's what will stop all those noise. So but let me get to this piece first. Let me deal with this piece. So all you need for this is some silicone lube. Now to take this apart, so you pull this back and then pull off this white piece. To be honest, most of your problem is going to be coming from, and note the orientation. So I always like, so you can see this is kind of like vertical, this cut out side, so I like to keep it that way when I'm reassembling. So this is just held by a couple of tabs. First one, alright. Okay, so that comes off. Right. So you can see really just this bit is just to help with the contacts. So you can see the silicone grease is dried out, it's almost dried out. So this is just to help with electrical contact, just an extra thing I'll just do. If you're going to spend all this time disassembling this thing, then, or rather trying to fix this other issue, then you might as well do the entire work that needs to get done. So here I'll just clean this, then reapply some silicone grease on it. Right, so you don't need a whole lot. I also want to make sure I have something solid. The next, I'll put on these gears. Okay, I still have a bit here. Some on these metal contacts. And then lastly, so it's just some for this gear. You're good to go. So you put this back together. screws back on. One last look to ensure that orientation, and then everything snaps back into place. So you put this back, that clips back in. So I've cleaned this, and so a number of joints to, like this one, that one, you need to lubricate again, silicone grease, this one right here, then, and the one at the back. It's going to be difficult to show those, but that's what you have to do. So the final thing I like to do, put some lube on this protrusion, which is going to be gliding through one of those levers we saw there. So, and then this is good to go back in. Important thing to remember is that, so this connector is always going to face outwards. So, and if you've if it was on recirculation, when you started this procedure, you want it to be on recirculation when you're fitting this back in. So I have this back in place. I'm holding it with my hand, but you can see, sorry, focus. Right, so you can see where that probe goes into that path that it glides in. So you just hold this in place and then replace the screws. So I've just fitted one screw, but I just decided to test it. So let me turn on the recirculation. I'll turn it off. So that works well. Off. No noise. Great. So just to show you that again. And it moves quite well. So if you look here, you're going to actually see the actuator moving. I'll turn it off now. And no noise. Great. So that's how to do it. Remember, I said if your noise is coming from when you turn on any of the ventilation modes, then you're obviously looking at this other actuator here. It's practically the same thing. You'd see the gliding path as well right there. You just need to clean, lubricate, and all of that. Thank you very much. Cheers.